Hello and what's up everybody, this is Pete from Speed Academy, and in this tutorial we're gonna learn about the CSS combinators. So the first question arrives that what are CSS combinators? So a CSS combinator is something that explains the relationship between the selector. Okay, so now what selectors are? Okay, so I'm gonna show you with the help of an example at what selectors are, and you guys are already familiar with the selectors. As in my previous video I have discussed about how you can style different tags inside of your style tag. So what you can do, you can just directly target like div, and you can put like background color of black. Okay, so first of all let me just show you some of the let me show you the structure of this HTML document. So what I have done over here, I have created one div with two span tag inside of it, and I have also created a UL tag just before this div, and including one li tags and one unordered list inside of this. Okay, so you can see we are having the unordered list, and inside of this unordered list I have included an ordered list. So this list is now nested inside of this. So you can see this is the nested list. Okay, we can't see our div, so I can just give it a color of white over here. Okay, so this is our simple selector. Now I'm going to use the combinators. A combinator is simple. In simple word, you can say it is a combination of many selectors. Okay, so what I can do here, I can just use first combinator, you can say, or you can say a selector. So we have decedent. Okay, so decedent selector. Okay, don't go for name. S stands for space. Okay, space means you can just write it like there, and you can give some space, and just after the space you can give it a property like I want to target the span tag inside of it. I mean any of the span tag inside of this div are going to be targeted over here. So now if I give it a color of aqua over here, it will gonna target all of the div tag, all of the span tag inside of this div tag. So now you can see only my span tags are got targeted over here, and its color got changed into aqua. So by using this distance selector you can easily target any of the elements. So let me just do it like this, and just give me a moment guys, so it will be easy for one to understand that what the changes are going to make over there. So now what I'm going to do over here, okay, I have talked about this distance selector. Now let's just talk about the direct child selector. You can say the child selector. So div, and I can just target like, no, I'm gonna use the div. I'm gonna use the UL for this, because UL will explain you in more detail that what this direct child means. Now if I give it the color of like color of and I give it a color of fire brick, and let me just zoom it out for you. So you can see over here that only the direct child as con selected, means I have nested one list inside of it. Means inside of this UL I am having one ordered list, and this list also containing the li tags, but these li tags are not got targeted by the UL tag, means by this direct child, because this is what this is doing over here. This is only going to target the direct childs. If I show you, means you can see that my ID is also showing me that it will only going to target the li tags which are just directly after this. But if I just remove it and give it some space, then you can see all of the li tags are now being targeted, because you can see over here that is saying that any of the tag after the UL is going to be targeted, any of the li tag. Okay, so this is the difference between the direct child and the decedent selector. So it will going to target all of these span tags, you can say, inside of this, and it will only going to target the first the upper, you can say the first child. Okay, the direct child, not the nested child. So now what I can do over here, I'm going to talk about the third selector, which is the adjacent side selector. Let me just comment this out, and I'm going to comment this out also. So this is our this is our child selector. Okay, you can say direct child selector, not this. This is our direct child selector, because this is only targeting the direct child, not the nested child. Okay, now the third type is our adjacent sibling selector. And now what this gonna do, this is gonna target only the adjacent siblings. Means if I am having this one this div tag, let me just zoom it out for you. I'm having this div tag, and just after this we are having this ul tag. So these both are sibling to each other. I can target any of them by using like if I give it like div plus and ul, then I can target the ul, and I can give it a color like any of the color I want. I can go with like this. So you can see now my ul means the left, the nested child is being targeted. If I remove this, then you can see all of the li tags are targeted over here. And this happened because I have targeted the sibling, the ul, means the ul just after this div tag over here. You can see, means I can say to you, if I just shrink it down for you like this, so you can see we are having only two siblings over here. First is div and the another one is ul. So you can target any of them and you can change their style according to by using this plus sign over here, and this is stand for adjacent sibling selector. Okay, similar to this we are also having the you can say journal sibling selector. And what journal sibling selector means, let me just write this name first. Journal sibling selector. So what I can do here, I can just tag it like div, not div, I can go along with like, okay, div and not u. So where the u was, okay, not symbol. Okay, so this stands for the journal sibling selector. This is the symbol of journal sibling selector, and I can target like ul over here like this, or I can target like ul and li. So let's see first of all what this gonna do for us. Let's just increase the font size, not like this. Let's just increase the font size. I know that this is not making sense for you. 2 rem. So if I shrink it down, you can see that nothing happened at all. Okay, but if I give it like div, it's not it. Okay, so you can see now. Okay, it's happened. So what I mean over here, guys, this means if you are familiar with mathematics and if you learn about the algebras, then we have 3 types of selector over there: and, or, and not selector. We're gonna discuss the selectors means in the future in JavaScript when we are discussing about the and operator, or operator, or the not operator. So you can consider it similar to the or not operator. What it means, it will gonna target div not ul, means if I just write this line in words, then this line means div not ul. I mean, it will not target the div element, but it will gonna target the ul. Okay, means you have to read this in opposite order. So what I mean means it will gonna target the ul. Okay, it will gonna target the ul but not the div. Okay, I hope you guys understand and you means what I mean to you. Just let me just try it once more time for you if you make it possible. Okay, alright, so now I think this is making sense for you. So what this means, that's after the div you're gonna target the ul, which is having the li tags. Okay, mean the direct child, the direct li's. Okay, but not div. Okay, so it will not gonna target the div not means it is not. So I can just write it like let me just write it for you. So no, actually it's div not ul, but I just read it like means what it does for us is not div but ul. Okay, so in simple word you can understand it like this. Mean this is gonna target the ul but not the div element. Okay, so means you can say after the div any of the ul is there, it will gonna target that but not the div, just like your other selectors, the direct selector or adjacent selector, like this only. Okay, I hope this line making sense for you. I have just written it very simple way. Just leave a like, and guys do comment which tells me whether you get my whatever I taught you or not. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial, guys, and I'm gonna bring more videos on these selectors only in future.